We'll talk about Hypoacusia. The members Guatame Daniela, Parra Yasmin, Ramirez Weiner, Tarazona Juliet, and me, Tatiana Puentes. In definition, it is produced when the mechanoreceptors and the hearing loss. It is decreased in auditory sensitive, occur via loss inner ear function. In epidemiology, worldwide hearing loss of the inner sensory disability prevalence the World Health Organization, who was the main estimate, which are the basic for canoeer numbers and percent of people hearing loss by type, grade, etiology, and approximate cause on the disability. The estimates in 2016 on prevalence hearing loss are 14% non-prevalent and 16% prevalent. Noise is an important cause of hearing loss from exposure. High noise level, currently at work, is considered a discrete professional subject to more compensation. Excess noise destroys mechanoreceptors, ciliate cells that record the movements and transform the vibration acoustic in neuronal impulse. Destruction occurs with the elasticity of the membrane increase and the speed of the wear decrease, the base of the cochlea to the type.
My name is Juliet Alejandra Tarazona Velandi. Today I come to talk about the main causes of hearing loss. First, infectious and chronic ear disease. Second, exposure to excess noise and noise pollution. Third, use of substances and drugs such as aminoglycoside. Fourth, traumas craniocephalic and hear. Fifth, the higher the sound pressure, the stronger the sensation and the louder the noise. Sixth, ciliary movement exceeds the mechanical strength of the cilia causes the mechanical destruction. Seventh, cells are unique and are not regenerable. On the other hand, we find some work that carry a high risk of hearing loss, such as the ground maintenance of aircraft, the construction, the agriculture, work that involves music of machinery and the high volume, military work involving combat aircraft noise and loud messaging out loud.
Noise intensity scale. The decibel scale. A decibel is the appropriate measure to express the power level or sound intensity level. This algorithmic scale is used because the sensitivity of the human ear to variation in sound intensity follows and the approximate logarithmic, not linear scale. The classification of hypoacusia is conductive, neurosensory, mixed, and occupational hearing loss. The conductive is injury to the external or middle ear, also those caused by eustachian or injury. There is a difficulty in transmitting the sound from the external part and medial towards the inside of the ear. The neurosensory is bilateral and symmetric auditory deterioration, which is related to, again, affective verbal discrimination and the processing of auditory information. Mixed hearing loss was naturally is partially neurosensory and partially conductive, and occupational hearing loss is sound that are above hearing loss 19 decibels can cause a vibration that damage the internal hair.
Difference between sensory and neural hypoacusia. The study sensory hypoacusia and neural hypoacusia. Speech discrimination. In sensory hypoacusia, moderate reduction. In neural hypoacusia, severe reduction. Study. Discrimination with the increase in sound intensity. It is generally improved to some extent depending on the severity and distribution of the loss of sensory elements in sensory hypoacusia. In neural hypoacusia is worse. Study recruitment in which the perception of sound has been exaggerated, especially with high levels of sound. Sensory hypoacusia present in neural hypoacusia absent. Fatigue of the accused reflex in which the response of the accused reflex reduced with time during a measurement. In sensory hypoacusia, absent or mild. Neural hypoacusia present. Waveform in auditory brainstem responses. In sensory hypoacusia, well formed with normal latencies for mild to moderate hearing loss. Reduced for more serious loss. Neural hypoacusia, absent or with abnormally prolonged latencies. Autoacusic emissions. In sensory hypoacusia is absent. In neural hypoacusia is present.
How suffer? Noise is the most frequent environmental pollution in the set of all sectors of activity, the production workers, the mechanic workers, and the drivers.
Symptoms. The first symptom is tinnitus. Tinnitus is a noise sensation in the ears, buzzing or beeps. The other symptom is vertigo, illusory movement. Finally, the requirement is an abnormal increase in perceived loudness while increasing sound pressure. This illness is diagnosticated with diagnostic tests, with otoscopy, acumetry, and audiometry.
Prevention the hypoacusis. It's necessary that workers use auditive protectors and earplugs, and the employers is necessary that use signs of obligation and warning to report the risks.